Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon. RJ, this one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Here are the five for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
Now, Mobley. James Harden missing on the 3, and the shot goes in. Mobley's got 5 now.
Mobley to the hole, just easy off that drive.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
A nice shot by Mobley.
Making himself available. A little hustle and good positioning makes Mobley the option on the fast break.
Now, here is Harden, covered by Okoro. Down against Mitchell. From deep, Harden. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A nice shot by Okoro. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harden scanning the floor. A floater. Jared Allen grabs the miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. In the corner, it's Hunter. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Mobley. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. Cleveland with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Mobley misses.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Down against Hunter. Takes it out to Harden. Takes the 3. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers leading by 10. He takes it in. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And here's Harden for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
You gotta chase Harden off that three-point line. He is too good of a shooter to be given any airspace from that line.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Now here's Powell. Hasn't made one yet. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The drive by Mitchell. Hunter finds Okoro. And another miss by Cleveland.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not gonna miss that.
Takes it out to Leonard. And there's the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jared Allen. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Now, here's Dunn. A shot by Harden, wide open, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Dunn kicks to Powell. Back to Dunn. Outside Leonard. Pass to Harden. Launches a 3. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. There's the drive. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Man, this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is fast.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Mills out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
Bogdanovich inside. And here's Mills. It's stolen by Strus. Garland against Jones. Garland with the bucket.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Poke loose. It's Strus on the wing. He has yet to score.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want. The guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Simmons passes to Mills. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 8. The wide open look here for Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Pass to Mills. The tray. Goes back up. Thompson comes with the double team. Mills dishes to Jones. 6 to shoot. Mills can't hit.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Eubanks with it. Garland picks him up. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Here's the 3. Thompson with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead early. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Garland, the pass to Jerome.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Eubanks, the pass to Mills. Back to Eubanks. Pass to Mills. Wants to get it to Eubanks and does. Shoots over Strus. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Eubanks. Garland kicks to Wade. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Mills. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists in the game.
The vision for Simmons, picking out the right pass at the right time.
Pass to Garland. Out to Wade. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Clippers trail by 7. The 3 from Mills. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Strus for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Strus has got 6.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision and it paid off.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Setting up teammates and getting... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Look at Patty Mills. What a contribution.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Dunn's got his second bucket. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense. For real, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Okoro wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Loading up to stop Mitchell can lead to big breakdowns defensively.
Dunn right side. Here's Powell. Hunter grabs the miss.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off his shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Here is Harden. Pass to Zubac. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Chalk up 2 there. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Mobley finds Hunter. Mitchell outside. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Zubac. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. But kick out to Mobley. They get it back. Pass to Hunter. Cleveland moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell driving inside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And once Mitchell has any bit of momentum behind you, you are absolutely in trouble. He is terrific at scoring through contact.
Now here's Powell. Harden outside. Leonard on the wing. The 3. Drains it. Kawhi. Kaboom.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Mitchell dishes to Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Kicks it out to Allen.
2 minutes remaining.
Mitchell outside. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
Running the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
A 3 from Leonard, and another 3 for the Clippers.
3 points.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And it's Mitchell missing. Clippers trail by 7. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Jones kicks to Mills. Pass to Bogdanovich. 16 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 12 points for him.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Mills. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mills has got 4 points in the quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Wade outside. Pass to Thompson. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Cavaliers now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And he comes up with the deuce. Garland's got 12 in the game.
Now that's how you use your imagination. Garland can get his shot off from just about any angle.
Pass to Mills from downtown. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Mills can't hit. There's Jerome. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Blocking foul called on.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. Drew Eubanks out there with Derek Jones. And it's Mills. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three.
Shaping up to be a nice night for Garland. And his offensive energy right now, the team should be pretty excited.
Harden kicks to Dunn. Leonard the pass to Dunn. From deep three-point territory. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his sixth rebound on the night. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. And that'll be his third foul so far. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. On defense, the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard. One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick-and-roll game, and he's improved his distance from three. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D-Wade with a better jumper.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team. Oh, wow! That is powerful. Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Down low, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Powell for three. Mobley with the rebound. It's tipped. Hunter with it. Well guarded by Dunn. Here's a Okoro. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Clippers trail by 7. And now Okoro running the floor all by himself. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Kicks it out to Allen. Mitchell outside. In the corner, it's Mobley. His three-pointers off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Pass to Mitchell. Wide open look. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 9. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
The three from Harden. They get it back. Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The free throw drops for Zubac. And both free throws good for Zubac.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Okoro kicks to Hunter. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 6. Harden outside. Fires the three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Offensive rebound. Here's Mobley. And foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Harden the pass to Pop. Back to Harden. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. And the layup is good.
Just an absolute ferocious score. When Harden gets a chance to score from the interior, he doesn't think twice about shooting.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Harden dishes to Dunn. Pass to Powell. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Mobley. Allen inside. Working on Zubac. Mitchell outside. 4 on the clock. From deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now it's an 8-point Cavalier lead.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Pass to Hunter. Kicks it out to Allen. It's Allen on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Hunter, no one around him. They get it again. Mobley the pass to Allen. Mitchell outside. Allen a screen on Dunn. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy. Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. And so for
If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Barnes. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Castle. And it's Champagnie at small forward. Now here's Okoro. Mobley outside. Back to Okoro. Second shot opportunity. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. To the left side wing. Castle for three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley outside. Outside Mitchell. To the inside. Allen inside. He's guarded by Barnes. From deep, Mobley. That one is off. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
Now here's Wembanyama. Second chance effort. Kicks it out to Barnes. Buries it from three.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Okoro outside. Pass to Strus. They set the screen. Allen outside. Oh, from deep. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Champagnie. Outside for Wembanyama. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Here's Mobley. Allen on the wing. All alone. And he drops that one in.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Now here's Wembanyama. Takes it inside. Mobley grabs the board.
Look, that's a coach's nightmare. Your player has an easy chance to score and blows it by trying to do too much.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, and he pulls the string on you.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Mobley. For three, Allen. And Cleveland another three.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Ryan, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Yeah, they've also started out on fire from mid-range. We'll see if they continue to that approach as the game goes on.
Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. Back to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Back to Mitchell. There's 18 seconds left in the first.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Donovan Mitchell.
Both free throws good from Mitchell. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Outside Wembanyama. 4 seconds left. He gets it in there. Wembanyama's got 13. Here's Wade. Over Wembanyama. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
On the court for San Antonio, Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Devin Vassell out there with Chris Paul. And it's Bassi in at the center. Vassell's shot is good.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul. Tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Paul against Garland. Paul passes to Johnson. Vassell outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Garland. Pass to Wade. And he hits it to tie the game.
What a fantastic pass from Garland. This is why his guys really enjoy playing with him.
Here's Vassell. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Garland, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Hits the trifecta.
And Paul is very selective with his shot attempts, especially from deep. So you know he liked that look.
Here's Garland. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up on purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And San Antonio has possession following the score by Cleveland. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, What's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
Here's the cell. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Cleveland ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Sohan outside. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
Here's Garland. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
Man, good whistle there.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Garland hits them both. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Now here's Vassell. From deep, Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Offensive rebound. Pass to Sohan. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Jerome. Rebounded by Johnson. 36 seconds left in the first half. Here's Bassi. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 3. Thompson passes to Wade. Back to Thompson. Outside Garland. They set a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
San Antonio ball.
Here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Vassell, right side. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's... Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro. And it's Strus in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Fox. No made baskets yet. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Isaac Okoro.
Tenacious stuff there from Fox. It takes guts to sink a shot while being fouled.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years. And it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, VA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. From deep, Wembanyama. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be Evan Mobley. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Here's Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 18.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Allen can't get it to go. Spurs lead by 5. Wembanyama pass to Fox. And he's going for the look. Oh, Wembanyama on the receiving end.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Okoro passes to Mitchell. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering. Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Cleveland shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Fox outside. Wembanyama screen. Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Stolen by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. 6-point lead. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Outside Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Vassell outside. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Here's Wade. Out to Thompson. Back to Wade. Pass to Garland. 4 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Cleveland again missing. San Antonio leading by 6. Here's Vassell. Hits a 3-pointer. Vassell's got 7 points in the game.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Puts up a 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Hunter can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break.
And good patience from Johnson to wait for his man to open up.
Cleveland has gotten nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Garland. Up top, Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Vassell. Here's Garland. Will it go? And it's Thompson getting it to go.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Paul passes to Vassell. And it's off from 3-point range. Cavaliers trail by 9. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot is good by Garland. He's got 10.
Slithery inside. Garland has that short area quickness.
Vassell with it. He's got 7. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And so Vassell nails both of them. And Cleveland has possession. Here's Wade. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the San Antonio Spurs. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Bassey in at the 5, roaming the paint. Wade, the pass to Jerome. And he goes in for the dunk.
Woo! VA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Pass to Bassey. Back to Vassell. Crafty move. And the layup is up and in. Vassell's got 10 points in just the second half.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Vassell after the basket by Cleveland. Here's Sohan. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Bassey. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Castle's checked in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Paul. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Wembanyama to the paint. Pass to Allen. Oh, he tries a 3. On target from range.
Yeah, nice quick catch and shoot there from Jared Allen.
Allen against Barnes. Wembanyama, 2 points. That one goes. Wembanyama's got 26. Will stand in this league. The opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Now here's Vassell. Wembanyama scanning the floor. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Strus. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
And Cleveland has possession. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebounded by Fox.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell.
Second team.
That's his third foul so far. 1:33 left to play in the fourth quarter. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 8 points in the quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Spurs.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Wembanyama, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. Pure from three-point range. Now Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Count it. Wembanyama's got 37.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Mobley. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist from Fox.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Fox outside. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. And there's another one for the Spurs.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Los Angeles, California is the scene for the Spurs. The veteran floor general, Chris Paul. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition. One thing, Doors, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And the starting group for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Barnes. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Harden dishes to Powell. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dunn. Zubac against Wembanyama. Leonard with no one around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
And talk about victors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin. A 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
Harden finds Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
This is where James Harden's ability to quickly scan the floor and then find the right window to deliver the pass. So good, so good.
First team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And Harden launches it from deep. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over-the-back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Fox. Harden kicks to Zubac. Pass to Dunn. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Offensive rebound. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here's Barnes for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Yeah, with that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. 2 distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Harden kicks to Dunn. Pass to Zubac. The second chance effort. San Antonio with the rebound. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Pass to Castle. Back to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, that's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
A 3 from Leonard. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got his second basket of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Buries it from 3-point range. 9 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Powell against Barnes. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Here's Zubac. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
100 kicks to Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. The 3 from Barnes, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, and what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
So with Martin on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Bogdanovich out there with Batum. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Mills in at the 2.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Sohan buries the long-range jumper. Sohan's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Connects from 3-point range. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Batum passes to Simmons. Mills with it to end the run. That shot no good. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And it's Vassell in the corner. A 3-pointer no good.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Patrick Mills.
You have to know the scouting report on Patty Mills. He is ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Back to Batum. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Vassell outside. Beyond the arc. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Spurs?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Eubanks, no good. San Antonio leading by 5. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Mills in the corner. Here's the floater. And taken away by Paul. Here's Sohan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Sohan's got 9.
adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And here's Mills for three. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Vassell finds Sohan. Shakes him. And the dunk by Sohan.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. No coverage, that's it. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Ball outside. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Shot clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Vassell. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 2-point San Antonio lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
From deep, Johnson. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Cans it from downtown. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so it's Bogdanovich. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama is out there with Barnes. Then it's Castle, and it's Fox, and it's Champagnie in at the small forward position.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Leonard dishes to Harden. So the wing on the left. Wide open look here for Zubac. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, did Zubac get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Yeah, spot-up shooting, one of Barnes' really strong suits offensively.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us, perfect. In transition, here come the Spurs.
And that's the thing about Barnes. He doesn't always look like he's moving fast, but very few guys seem to catch him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Dunn left side. Zubac the pass to Leonard. There's the triple. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs leading by 4. Outside, Fox. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Fox with the steal. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he lays it up and in. Zubac has got 6. San Antonio's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. 8 away. The Clippers grab the miss. Harden up top. Guarded by Fox. Harden the pass to Zubac. Over Wembanyama. No good from Zubac. San Antonio leading. Barnes up top. Back to Wembanyama. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. 16 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Castle. From outside, off the mark. LA's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-6 run. Wembanyama down low. Working on Zubac. And the shot goes down.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
A 3 from Leonard. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds in the game. A 3 from Barnes, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Wembanyama finds Barnes, and the 3 ball is good. Barnes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Come on now. Harrison Barnes, that ability, boy, is just eye-popping on certain nights.
Takes it out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Zubac with the screen for Harden. It's stolen.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly...
And so it's San Antonio with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum's out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Mills. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this run. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Here's Wesley, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, that's a great dunk.
Great
That
catch.
is an athletic freak.
Wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And stolen by Simmons. This one for three. Bogdanovich, no luck. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Wesley. A three-pointer is right on target.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could see why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Simmons slams it in.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's Wembanyama. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 12. They get a hand on it. Fox with the steal. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. And the dunk by Barnes.
Boy, can Barnes just get up. Brutal on the catch and flush. Good luck with that.
Batum wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
That's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
San Antonio leading by 11. Nobody near Barnes. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Barnes has got 21.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Outside for Simmons. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Wembanyama's got 12 points here in the second half. Eubanks, no good. The Spurs have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Wembanyama, no good. Clippers trail by 16.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Three-pointer. Wembanyama gets the bucket. 26 points for him.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Pass to Wembanyama. From deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for San Antonio.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Zubats in the post. Defended by Wembanyama. No good from Zubats.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And it's the Clippers' ball. Powell, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Fox with the screen for Wembanyama. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's Powell. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one to come into an opponent's build. Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think, that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Struce at small forward with Mobley next to him. Donovan Mitchell out there with Okoro. And it's Allen in at the center position.
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
Outside Harden. Allen against Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Love to see Zubats attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Outside Mitchell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Powell with a steal.
He was all over that play. He knew exactly where they were going with the ball and swiped it away.
Back to Harden. Tipped away. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. And we're about a minute into the first.
At just about 7 feet, Jared Allen can be imposing as a defensive presence.
Allen on the wing. Mobley outside. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Zubats. So interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, BA, that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in LA, they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league. Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacings of his team.
No question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Harden, the pass to Zubats. And there's the drive. Dunn outside. Pass to Zubats. Shoots over Allen. Hits the jump hook. Zubats has got his second basket.
Nice job by Zubats using his size and just making his presence felt.
Here's Mitchell. Sweet little floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Right side Harden. Pass to Zubats. Shoots over Allen. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
Allie, thank you.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
There's the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time.
Chris Dunn.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
1:57 left in the first. From deep, Struce. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
You're showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Pass to Zubats. Over Allen. Second chance shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Okoro finding a way to just keep himself involved in what they're doing offensively.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Mitchell. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. Harden scanning the floor. And he's going for the oop here. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Wow. Zubats way up.
James Harden.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Allen outside. And here's Okoro. Defended by Harden. Out to Mobley. Outside Mitchell. From beyond the arc and then some. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Shoots from 14. The rebound by Allen.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Shot is up. Mobley, no good. Outside Harden. Driving in. Here's Zubats. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Just a big-time effort. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Drew Eubanks out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's Miller. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Garland, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
From outside, off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
They get it back. Outside Bogdanovic. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Garland against Miller. Now here's Garland. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jerome. And there it is for him.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, we have each other's backs. That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Garland. He's scoreless. Pass to Thompson. Back to Wade from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Cleveland shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Mills, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Cavaliers lead by 9. And a deep 3 from Garland. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Simmons with it. Now Thompson defending. Bogdanovic on the wing. Back to Simmons. Outside Mills. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. The Clippers have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Count the basket.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovic really in attack mode here tonight.
Pass to Thompson. Outside Hunter. Here's Wade. Defended by Bogdanovic. It's stolen by Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Cleveland has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Right side Garland launches a 3, and he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Well, Garland, a volume shooter right now from deep. He's capable of getting hot.
It's picked off. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Eubanks. The shot off that time. Pass to Jerome from downtown. The Clippers grab the miss. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Mills. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Well, he's a serious catch-and-shoot threat, really, every time down the floor. Mills has to be accounted for by the defense.
Back to Thompson. Outside Garland. 4-3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Simmons. Got a hand on it.
And DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
Connects from downtown. Wade's got 6 points.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, no one's on you, great shot there.
Cash, Mills with the bucket.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Jerome, outside Hunter, to the left wing. Garland, the pass to Hunter. Clock at 6. Out to Thompson. Hey, puts up a 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Clippers trail by 10. Pass to Simmons. Batum outside. Now Eubanks, uncovered. Off the left rim and out.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Hunter, good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Lazy defense there, guys. You have to guard the outside on inbounds plays, too. Every man has to be accounted for in those situations.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Cleveland on top, up 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
So for Cleveland right now, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Strus in at the 3. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Here's Okoro. Pass to Strus. Back to Okoro. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell with the ball. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
What you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons. No match for Zubac's, overpowering the defender.
Powell with a steal. Knocks it loose. 90 seconds into the second half now. Harden from outside. Cavaliers with a rebound.
Others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots. Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Outside Mitchell. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Going beyond mere stats. Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
And he sinks the second. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Harden. Pass to Zubac. Banked it in off the glass. Zubac has got 6 in the quarter.
One of those nights where Zubac's extremely active on the offensive end.
Now here's Mitchell, defended by Dunn. Mitchell misses.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Ryan, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie.
He's such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Zubac passes to Harden. Back to Zubac. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Zubac has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Here's Zubac. Goes back up, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac, and it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Cavaliers lead by 12. Outside Garland. Softly drops in the floater. Garland's got 5 now.
Pretty silky smooth floater from Garland that time.
It's deflected. There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
It's rebounded by Wade. The Cavs have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Garland. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the way that Simmons handles the ball at almost 7 feet is pretty much impossible to defend.
These are his first free throws of the game. The Clippers making a switch here.
Ben Simmons.
Good on the second one. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 13-point lead. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Give him 8.
Anyone who questions Garland's deep range, run that film right back.
Batum outside. And that's not going to go. And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Ben Simmons, Nicholas Batum out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Mills in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here's Thompson for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Thompson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
On defense, the Cavaliers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Mills, the pass to Eubanks. The 3 ball. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Garland against Simmons. Here's Wade. Out to Thompson. Puts one up from 19. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
And how about Thompson just stepping out a little bit and opening up his game?
Outside Mills from deep. Cavaliers with a rebound. Hunter on the wing. The three is up. It's another three for Cleveland.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
To the wing on the left, Eubanks. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Garland for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Simmons has got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, he's a decent passer as a shooting guard. Bogdanovich getting the ball there to an open teammate.
Garland for 3. Doesn't go for him. Clippers trail by 19. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Garland for 3. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Cleveland leading by 17. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3.
Garland stopping on a dime and delivering that time on the pull-up.
Here's Simmons. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Ivica Zubac checked in for Eubanks. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Batum. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's done in for Mills. And Okoro gets it to go.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
The Cavaliers have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Strus's shot is off. Clippers trail by 21.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Cavaliers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Donovan Mitchell.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots. You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game because they're not wanting to let go of the rope.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Harden's checked in.
James Harden.
Zubac inside, covered by Mobley. Mobley with the block. From deep three-point land. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. With the floater. It's rebounded by Zubac. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Zubac with it. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Basket counts.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
These two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Isaac Okoro. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Wade in at the 4. Mobley outside. Strus in the corner. Cleveland moving the ball around. Okoro kicks to Mitchell. Takes the 13-footer. San Antonio with the rebound. Over to the left wing. Back to Wembanyama. From downtown. Mobley with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Mobley throws it down hard.
Oh, go ahead, big fella. Throw it down. Mobley's showing off that incredible bounce.
Here's Fox, and he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up and he will put it down on you quick.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Here's Fox after the made shot from Evan Mobley. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Mitchell banked in off the glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Here's Okoro. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Wembanyama. He has 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Mobley. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Wembanyama outside. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Champagnie, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by 4.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Mobley against Wembanyama. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mitchell outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. A pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen. They double team Wembanyama. Over in the corner, Barnes. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Back to Barnes. A 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they don't want want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. And here's Cruz for three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Barnes outside, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Castle. Three-pointer, Fox. A rebound by Mitchell.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Into the lane. And it's Fox with the rebound.
Whew. You try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Wembanyama passes to Champagny. The kick out to Barnes to the inside. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Barnes. Wembanyama's got 9. Wade for three. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Mobley. Wade out there with Max Strus. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. Amu Kelishvili. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Hunter. And the layup's good off the glass. Hunter's got the lead up to 6 now for Cleveland.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Inside and stolen by Hunter. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hunter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Back to Vassell. Now Cleveland moving it up. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
He's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Here's Paul. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Tries the spin move. They kick it out to Green. Out to the wing. Here's Jerome. No good from outside. Spurs trail by 10. Johnson with it, guarded by Hunter, and he gets it to go.
Impressive move by Johnson. He's got that explosive first step.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Spurs making a switch here. Bassey's checked in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
It's Vassell on the wing. Still without a basket. Stolen by Garland. And slamming it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Paul, right side. Good on the three-point shot. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
The defense cannot give Paul any airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
And stolen by Vassell. It's stolen by Green. Allen with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Count it, good. And the Cavaliers lead by 11. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Vassell. Knocked away. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And it's Green missing.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more often times than not.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
2 on the clock. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Johnson. Allen left side. They kick it out to Green. Off target from outside. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Passy, the pass to Vassell. 32 seconds left here in the second. Sohan finds Vassell. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 9.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
The 3 from Garland. Doesn't go that time. And here's the break. Fires from way outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Cleveland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. We've got Fox. Barnes out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Castle. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Pass to Castle. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Champagnie's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Mitchell kicks to Okoro. Back to Mitchell. From past the arc. A rebound by the Spurs.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Just so crafty getting to the rim. Fox runs inside, leaps over the defense for the easy finish.
Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 7. 3 on 3. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And he gets the whistle. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
At the line for your Spurs, Wembanyama. 2 shots.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. A kick out to Mobley. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
They double team Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Barnes has got 6.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Poke loose. Fox with the steal. And it's Fox with the jam.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by San Antonio.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And it's sent back by Allen.
That reach from Allen, let's just say it's tremendous.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. And it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Vassell, right side. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Garland against Paul. Garland, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Sohan. Out to the right wing. Johnson against Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Sohan with the screen. San Antonio again missing. And here we go. Can't lay it in off the alley-oop.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And the basket by Vassell.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Spurs ball.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far.
Stops, takes it. Garland has that shot ready to go at all times.
Here's Vassell. Great D that time from Green. Here's Jerome. Johnson with the block. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Sohan, the pass to Vassell. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Johnson. Allen defending. Shot by Johnson, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Vassell outside. Buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Cavaliers lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Javonte Green. Allen is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Garland. And it's Jerome in at the 2-guard spot. Kicks it out to Paul. Garland against Vassell. Pass to Sohan. And he lays it straight in. Sohan's got the lead up to 1 now for the Spurs.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Vassell's got 10 points in just the second half. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Here's Vassell. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I like what we're seeing from Vassell, playing with a lot of energy and not settling for shots he doesn't really want.
Green kicks to Garland. It's Allen on the wing. Good on the bucket. Allen's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, and look at what this fella can do. Beautiful.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Trains the 3-pointer.
That's great anticipation and accuracy by Mobley to set up his teammate.
Pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Okoro. To the paint, here's Wade. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Cavaliers?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Mitchell passes to Wade. Here's Mobley, tries again.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
And the dunk by Barnes.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Wasted no time on that one. Spurs has got his first 3 points of the game.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Mobley. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Even in his rookie season, it's easy to see Castle's leadership.
Mitchell is double. Up top, Strus. Pass to Okoro. Back to Strus. And here is Mobley. Nice move. And the layup is good.
Showing poise in the clutch. Mobley has that quiet confidence.
Now Wembanyama. Good D by Mobley. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Going inside. Yes!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
To the middle. They double team Wembanyama. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Mitchell outside. Takes it inside. The rebound by the Spurs. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Mitchell with it, now guarded by Wembanyama. Mobley kicks to Okoro. Right between the eyes.
And they got a foul to give here if they need it.
Now, here's Fox. Defense right on him. And it's Vassell in the corner. Wembanyama outside. Shoots over Mobley. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here.
people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Wembanyama. Soft touch off the glass.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to Leonard. Fires for three. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Outside Wembanyama. Launches it. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Zubats. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And communication made that play. Leonard just reads his teammate and knows exactly where to be for the alley-oop. A one-handed tomahawk, that's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Here's Leonard. He's got 7. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
And what a move by Leonard. Baiting the defender to get them where he wants them.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Here's Champagny. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Outside for Harden. Back to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Yep, that one goes.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Wembanyama. It's Barnes on the wing. He's guarded by Zubac. Wembanyama, no good. The Clippers lead by 3. Pass to Zubac. Powell with it. Harden scanning the floor. The shot. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. The shot, no good. San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
He has such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
Here's Leonard. An easy 2 on the layup. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Dunn. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Barnes. Out left to the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. 10 points for him.
Good vision by Castle there to find the open man.
Left side, Harden. Powell passes to Zubac. Oh, Fox with a steal. Back come the Spurs in transition. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Harden from outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Spurs up 6. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the season. Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Takes the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Vassell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Coach, as you know, two-way wings like Devin Vassell are a hot commodity in the NBA these days.
Yeah, Brian, he's got good defensive instincts. He's got great length. And offensively, a pretty good three-point shooter. But his main weapon is that mid-range jump shot.
And here's Mills for 3. Drains the triple.
And with the defender not really committing to him, he fires away.
Picked up by Sohan. Outside Paul. Back to Vassell. Jacks up with 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Johnson. Mills with it. He's picked up by Vassell. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. They get it back. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Vassell. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
Eubanks, the pass to Batum. And Chris Paul clears it away. San Antonio leading by 7. Pass to Bassey. It's tipped. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Vassell outside. Lets it fly from 18. Again, the Spurs score. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Vassell, he's open. And there's another one for the Spurs.
And Vassell can get that shot anytime he wants.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Vassell outside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Outside Mills. Pass to Batum. And stolen by Paul. 5-on-3 break. Here's Vassell. It's stolen away. And they're running. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it.
Now that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
San Antonio leading by 7. Vassell, a screen on Mills. Vassell outside. Goes up on the wing. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
Oh, Vassell is feeling it. Just knocking down shots and playing with terrific enthusiasm.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And stolen by Paul. Vassell with it, guarded by Batum. Here's Bassey, still without a bucket. Pass to Vassell. The floater. Tries again. Back to Sohan. Johnson for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Coffey. Outside Bogdanovich. Hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just...
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Devin Vassell, he's been playing really well.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got De'Aaron Fox. Wembanyama out there with Barnes. Then there's Castle, and it's Champagnie at the 3. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Back come the Spurs in transition. Oh, De'Aaron Fox finishing in transition.
And once Fox collects the steal, he's locked in on scoring. And with that trademark speed, he's going to make something happen.
Zubac's shot is off.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
From deep, Wembanyama. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Puts it up from 17. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. From the paint. Here's Barnes. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Spurs lead by 17.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
The 3 from Wembanyama, and San Antonio hits again from deep.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Leonard for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
From outside the arc, drops in the 3. Wembanyama's got 12 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, when Wemby starts driving, how do you stop the pull-up? I mean, there's just no way.
Harden finds Leonard. Here's Dunn. On target from range. Dunn's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
From deep, Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. For 3, Powell. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 16-3 run. The 3 is up. And no good. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Leonard's shot's good.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Pass to Wembanyama for 3. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team put me in position to succeed. The least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Wembanyama against Zubac. Barnes with a screen on Zubac. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. No one near him. Tipped. Powell with a steal. Outside Harden. And they go to the intentional foul. A line change here for San Antonio.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 18. And here's Mills from the arc. They get it again. Back to Batum. 3-pointer. Can't get it to drop. The Spurs have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. San Antonio again can't hit. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And the 3-pointer goes. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Batum can do a little of everything out there, including making quality passes to wide-open guys.
Vassell outside. with 1 on the clock. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow! And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio with four three-pointers in the quarter alone, proving he's a threat at the arc. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Drew Eubanks. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Patrick Mills. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Miller in at the small forward position. Here's Vassell. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Well, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
There's the triple. Miller can't get it to go.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
From the wing, the rebound by Eubanks.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Bogdanovic from long range fires in the triple.
This is Bogdanovic's game. Catch, shoot, score.
Here's Vassell. What a terrific move that is. Vassell's got 12 points in just the second half.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Bassi. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Castle's checked in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Chris Paul. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Vassell's got 34.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
San Antonio has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Powell for 3. Rebounded by Castle. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Shoots over Zubac. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist from Vassell. Wembanyama's got 29. Can they get it? Dunn's shot is good. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Down low. Back to Vassell.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing, Vassell. Over Powell. Vassell can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Leonard passes to Harden. Zubac's inside. Wembanyama on it. Counted. Spurs lead by 22. Vassell outside. Powell with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Vassell's shot is good.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Vassell.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Vassell against Powell. Vassell with it, working on Powell. Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Clock at 6. That's short off the rim. Harden with it. Driving inside. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort.